Hello, welcome back. Right, today we're going to do a non-ferrous run. Well, so today, on this video, we're going to do a non-ferrous run. If it all goes to plan, it's already well behind schedule. Just watching my grandsons out here running around. Yeah, it's not gone to plan so far today. This morning I had a bloke come back to finish a job in the bathroom, and that took longer than what he thought. And then I had a bloke with a lawnmower come around for about an hour trying to tell me about his lawnmower. Yeah, so I've lost another hour there. And then Louis BMX come back from the repair on the warranty. I mentioned that more on the other channel. So we rebuilt the bike, put the bike back together, and that lost us probably another hour. And then Keith come here and he needed his phone set up, so I had to do some things on his phone, which he's having problems with. So now it's like, so it must be 6:30, something like that. Probably got about another hour or so of daylight. So I'm hoping to get it all done because it's going to rain in the morning. But like I said, we're going to do a non-ferrous run in the morning. And yeah, so I want to get as much done as I can. I'm not going to take as much in as I thought originally, but it doesn't matter. It's still a scrap run, and we'll better get a check on some of them prices. So I've just unloaded that drum. It's probably it's in 3 IKEA bags, but I guess there's really it's like 2 bags of household there. There's not that much, not as much as I normally take in. But yeah, like I say, it's all cash and it's all money, so it's got to be done. I'm taking the wire in. I'm just trying to think what else I'm going to take in. I've got some, like, there's bits everywhere, but it's why it's going to take so long tonight. I've got some stainless there. I've got some alien stainless stuff all mixed up together there, so I've got to go through that. And I'm not too sure what else I'm going to obviously take. Some singles. I'm hoping that I'm going to get a bit of time to go through. Oh, you won't see anything, getting dark now. But this has got all kinds of wire in it, mainly singles, wire and looms and stuff like that. So I'm hoping to go through that and bring some more singles down. And only if I get time, because I've already been told my tea's going to be ready very, very shortly. So that's going to balls out a bit more. I've got, there's 2 bags in here, but I've got some brass in here. It's mixed brass. I have kept some clean brass to one side. That's what's 2 bags, because I'm not 100% sure if they're going to... I ask every time, do you do clean brass? And they go, no, we only do mixed brass here. But the day I mix them up together before I get there, be the day I go, no, we do clean brass now. So I keep them separate. I've got that roll of lead. Can't remember what we said it was. I think we said it's about 15 kilos or 14 kilos. I can't remember. And also down there, I don't think you can see it. It's a bit of lead pipe. What is, I think, just touching 2 kilos. So yeah. But right, let's go and do some work. So don't know if you can see it down there. That bag's got motors in. And there's some transformers in there I've got to sort out yet. I thought I'd show you now because it's starting to rain. So I spent a couple of days just clearing through stuff. You see certain bits are missing, some bits are still here. The pile's starting to look a bit over the back. You can't have done nothing on the phone. But it's starting to get there. Oh yeah, that radiator's got to go as well. But yeah, I thought I'd show you up here. I've got bag. It's so much easier in bags there because the bins are spread out such a big distance when you have to take it off the scale and cart it around. It's a big bit of yard to move stuff. Right, I'm going to crack on before it pours down the rain. Right, I'm out of breath. I'll explain that in a minute. But do you remember this copper I picked up from Tately? It's all stripped, but it's gone horribly green and shit. They'll probably still take it as number 1, but I don't want to risk it, so I've got the lemonade. Now, well, I'm going to do this one. I've just had a swig of it, that's why the lid was off. A bit awkward with one hand. I'm going to try it in the lemonade just to see if I can clean some of it up. Yeah, at least I've got a swig of it first. I'm absolutely knackered. Right, so that's in there. See it reacting already to some of it. You can see this bit here. It still looks green on the camera, but it actually seems to be cleaning it up quite nicely. And I too, it sounds silly, but I chucked this on the grass, or on some stinging nettles outside ours. That's on my workshop last year, and it killed them. So, yeah, right, we'll come back to that in a minute. Right, so that's in there. I dare say you can hear it, it's raining, and it's dark outside. So what I've done is I took most of the stuff out and put in the little green shed thing by my back door. So when it's raining tomorrow, I haven't got so far to go. I am absolutely knackered. Yeah, I've took it all up to, like I say, all, but yeah, I must say all, up to the green thing. So tomorrow when it's raining, I haven't got so far to go in the wet. It's about 90 foot from here to there. That's all it is. But Jesus, even like that bit of lead, it nearly killed me. Well, didn't help. I had a bag full of transformers at this. Well, bag just disintegrated. And yeah, I wasn't very impressed with that. It was overloaded. So I've decided not to take my rolled alley or stainless. I'm leaving that here. There's not that much of it in weight, so it can stay here. Me cast alley, I'm taking that. I can't think what it was, about 6 kilos. Not a lot there, but just gets it out of the way because it's sort of bulky, and I've got plenty more coming. So I've done that. I've sorted out my copper. I've got about 4 kilos of copper tubing. I've got 4 kilos roughly of number 1 and about 4 kilos number 2. I ain't got much of that either. Not ready to go anyway. So sort of sorted that out. What else I've got that bit of lead, a bit of lead pipe. I've got my bags of household. Whatever it is, you know what I'm about. Household, cable. I think I've took my number 2 cable. Can't remember. I have to look in a minute. And I'm going to take my number 1. I might keep my number. If I haven't took my number 2 cable, I don't know if I'll leave it or not. I don't know. I've put the singles on in the shed, ready to go on board in the morning. And that's about it, really. Yeah, so like I said, I've just got to load up in the morning. Hopefully it'll get too wet. I'm soaked through as it is now. And it weren't supposed to rain yet, so it's a pain in the ass. But we'll see how this gets on. Because I haven't got a lot. Bright cable doesn't weigh a lot, and I haven't got a lot of it because I couldn't be asked to strip all of it in the end. I've got some here to strip, but it's just run out of time, and it's a matter of what I can do tonight. And I didn't have my dinner because, like I say, things were going on, and I haven't had well, my tea's ready, but that's been ready for about an hour and a half now. So, right, see you in a bit. Yeah, and obviously forgot to say there that obviously got me motors and transformers on there. But yeah, well, I'm gonna have a look at this wire in a second. As you can see, it's clinched somewhere up lovely, and other bits it hasn't. I think it would if I left it long enough, but I think what I'm going to do is, I'm hoping that should be good enough for Bright. I don't think they will let it as Bright because they're a bit fussy where I go, because they give a better price. Yeah, so I'm going to chuck it in a separate bag and say, look, what are you going to do? You're going to let me have this as Bright, or they're going to make it number 2. But I think I'm hoping they're going to let it go as Bright, but you never know. You never know, I think they'll end up number 2. We'll see who's on the scales. Alright, I'm at the yard. It's not actually raining at the moment. Batteries, cables, bits and pieces. So, show you the yard. There you go, that's the yard. Waiting for that van to come out, and then I'm going in. Right, just unloaded. I've just gone down the road to Morrison's. The prices are not that great, to be honest with you. But I'll tell you about that in a minute. I've just realised there's no copper pipe on the list, and I'm just thinking I kind of took it in, but I sure load it in the van. You know it is. I'll tell you when I get home, and then we'll have a look at the prices. I'm absolutely knackered. Like I say, you have to run around from the scales to the bins and that, and they're well spread out there. Right, see when I get home. Right, I'm home. I've been home a little while, and it's stopped raining. The sun's out now. Got my list of prices down here. The good news is that I didn't take my copper pipe. I had left it here. I'd left it actually in here. That's why I hadn't took it, because I emptied the shed out this morning in the rain and loaded the van. But because I was talking to the bloke about copper pipe and stuff, I started thinking to myself, I'm sure I dropped the bloody stuff off and he ain't put it on the list. I thought, here we go, you know. But it's here, so it's all right. It's ready for next time. At least you've got some pipe to take in, nothing else. But yeah, I've already looked and I found loads of bits I could have took. Loads more. But there you go. There was chaos in there this morning. As you see on the video, there's like the weighbridge side, what is on the right as you go in, and then that is to the left. You've got two gates, you go on the gate in the left. So you could see a white van waiting outside, would just come out, and there was another, his mate was already in there. I don't know if you could see him, got a cherry picker on it. And there was loads of these electric vans and God knows what turning up there with loads of stuff. And I thought I was going to be there all day. And then, like I said, you weigh on the scales and then you take off the scales and you put it in the bin, like a lot of yards. But the yard is quite big and it's bloody hard work because you're trying to do it in a hurry because you know people are waiting to get in. They can only do one person at a time on that. But, I mean, they're pretty quick, but it's knackering. You want to go all the time, and they just basically stand there and watch you, you know. But yeah, it's good. Right, I'll give you these prices. Right, I've got the price list written down here. I had to write it down because they put it on a sheet. They have the ton weight on it, and they have the amount of kilograms I put in, weigh in, and they don't have a price for it. So I've worked out quickly. Some of these prices might be slightly out because I've written them out quickly, and then when I added it up, it was like £1 something out. So over the whole lot. So you know, don't knock me on that. All you need to know is the price of the kilo and what I took in, if you're interested in that. Yeah, so some of these prices might be slightly out by a few pence. And the other thing is some of the weights have come up light on here. Like I say, not too sure where, like me number 2 wire, and there's a few bits that will come up, and my alley has come up a little bit short, I think. Yeah, and I don't mean by just nudging it over the kilo or under the kilo, I mean by 2 kilos every time. I'm not going to argue with it. It is what it is, and I'm happy with what they paid. So yeah, and I know that that's the best price in the area. The other thing is, because I took in the minimum of everything, I'm probably getting the lowest price of everything. The other thing is, I don't want to mention a ton weight every time. All I want to do is tell you the price a kilo, price per kilo, and if you want to know what it is a ton, you just times it by 1,000. So for example, batteries are 42 per kilogram. So times that by 1,000 is £420 a ton, metric ton. Okay, right. So like I said, the batteries were 42 per kilogram. I took 23 kilograms in. That's 2 little light batteries, and they were very light. £9.66. Like I say, these prices could be slightly out. Number 1 wire, Bear Bright, £6.21 a kilogram. 6 kilos of that, £37.26. I think it should have been a little bit more weight. Number 2 copper wire, clean, number 2 wire, out of transformers and stuff like that. £5.52, 3 kilos. 3 kilos, £16.56 altogether. Mixed brass. I did ask again, do they do clean brass? No, they don't. They only do mixed brass. A little bit disappointed with the price, but then again, it's not a bad price. £3.35 a kilogram. 15 kilograms, so that comes to £50.25p. On my workings, I should have worked it out again just in case. Now, I had an alley radiator, clean radiator out of a car, and he said he'd put that as rolled, and that was, so that comes to 80 per kilogram. I think that's low, because people told me alley had gone up, and the last time I took rolled alley in, it was £1 a kilo, so I think that was a bit low. But anyway, that's 3 kilograms, £2.40. Then I took some cast alley in. Again, he said, I'll give you the roll price for that. And he gave me the same again, 80 per kilogram. 6 kilograms, £4.80. Yeah, £4.80. Can't even read my own writing. The singles, they've got it down as number 2 cable. £2.63 a kilogram. Yeah, £2.63 a kilogram, 7 kilos, £18.41. Again, I think the weight was on that. Motors, what is a good one for you to weigh in? Like I say, I'm not sure. I think I might start stripping my motors. Motors also include transformers, regardless if they're alley or copper. So that was 43 per kilogram. I didn't expect it, with the copper price supposed to be a bit higher, all these things would be a little bit higher. But it's still not bad prices. 43 per kilogram, 78 kilograms, £33.54. Bloody near killed me. But yeah, £33.54. Household wire. Again, I think these might have been, this seems to me about 2 or 3 kilos light. Not saying it is, but it just, by my working out. Yeah, household wire, VR, whatever it is. £1.87 a kilogram. I was hoping for more than that, I've got to be honest, but I'm happy with it. 34 kilograms, so that comes to £63.58. And the lead, remember the roller lead, and I've got a little bit of lead pipe. Don't know if you can see that in the video, earlier in the video, the lead pipe, but anyway, the lead pipe was bang on 2 kilograms, and it was bang on 15, the roll was bang on 15 kilograms, so 17 kilograms at £1.35 a kilogram, £22.95. So my total payout was £258.50p. Like I said, it rolls it down to the roll to the 50p. But basically, you know, I'm not going to sit and work it all out again. But you've got the kilogram weight, you've got the kilogram price, and the how many kilograms I've got if you want to work it out, or you want to work it out for yourself. Like I say, I know I've been watching a lot of other people and the money's been a lot better, but that's what it is. Got the smell boy outside, Louis outside. Obviously wants me to do something with his bike or something. Right, back in a second. Yeah, so yeah, it's very long-winded when you do it like that, and you have to read everything out. I know, but if you want to know the prices, that's where you can, you know. It's the way it is. Well, that's probably £100 more than over £100 more than I expected, and it's just right getting that in there because it's my birthday weekend, so perhaps we'll be able to go out and share a portion of chips and half a Coke. With that money, don't go far nowadays, does it? But yeah, so yeah, I've still got loads of stuff here. I've still got copper pipe, I've still got the alley to sort out, I've still got things like this to sort out with some copper and brass, you know, I've got loads of stuff to sort out. every time I go for non-ferrous though, I find ways to improve my system. So that's my next step now, is to improve it every time. How I do it to make it worth me while going. Today was good, but I've been saving motors and stuff. Normally I take about 100 kilos, between 100 and 150 kilos of motors when I go in. This time I took less in, but it was seen for some reason more aggro and more humping stuff about, and I need to sort that out. So I've got a few ideas what I'm going to do, so if you're interested in that, stick with the channel and you'll be able to see these things hopefully improve. And I realised today, the way I did it today, I could have probably filmed unloading the non-ferrous, because it is a funny yard to do it. You know, if I leave the camera in the van, you do lose quite a bit of the yard, but I think I could have got away with it today. So we'll do something there with the camera, so we actually film it. That'd be more interesting to you, for you to watch, I guess. Yeah, Louis just come down. He wants me to do a bit of training with him. I'm knackered, you know what I mean? It's like last night, he said, should we go in the gym? After I sort of took everything up there, and I went, yeah, I'm sure. So I went in there and sort of done his training for him, but I didn't train. Oh, God. But like I said, I feel like I've done a workout already, but we're doing some bike training now, and then we're going to do, I think we're going to hit the gym. We said we're going to hit it hard tonight. Yeah, so we're going to hit it hard tonight and do some training. That can't be a bad thing, can it? Yeah, so I'm going to leave it there because this video's getting miles too long. So yeah, we'll see what's going to come up. I've still got that bloody plug soup video. Right, anyway, remember, it's okay not to be okay, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.